Welcome to the Training Camp Report right here on Giants.com. My name is John Schmelk. It's the first day of practice here at the Timex Performance Center, and we're joined here by Giants beat reporter for Giants.com, Michael Eisen. Mike, welcome.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let's not bury the lead here, Mike, and that's Osi Umenyiora. He was in the house today. What's the latest?
He did show up today shortly before 4 o'clock. Did not take a physical. Because he did not take a physical, he was unable to go out on the practice field. Tom Coughlin met with him briefly. Hopefully he'll take a physical in the morning, and there's a possibility he will practice tomorrow evening when the Giants are next on the field.
And that'll be good news for the Giants. Head coach Tom Coughlin will be happy about that. And Mike, as you can see and the fans can see, there's no Albany behind us. We're here in New Jersey. It's something new this year. How do you think it's going to change training camp being here in East Rutherford?
Oh, I think it's a lot different, for the players. They're not in a dorm. They're not away from their families. Well, in a sense they are, because they're in a hotel nearby. Everything's so compressed time-wise because there was no off-season program. You've got so much to do in so little time. And we're standing here. We just finished the first practice, and 2 weeks from tonight we have a game. And it's really the first time these guys have been on a field in 7 months. So I think it's going to be a very hurried atmosphere. Tom Coughlin's going to have to get a lot done in a very little bit of time.
And Antrel Rolle met the media today, and he talked about that very truncated training camp schedule with no OTAs and no minicamp.
When you're a ball player, you're a ball player. I feel you can miss a lot and still come back, and you might not be where you need to be, but it won't take so long to get back to that grounded stage. And we're all professionals, and I'm sure everyone took care of their bodies in the offseason, make sure they got in the best shape possible. But as Ray Lewis said, the only thing that can get you in football shape is football. And right now, it's just going to be the mental aspect that we have to get back to.
Mike, you heard Rolle talk about it. What do you think the biggest challenge is for this team to get ready in time for that first preseason game just 2 weeks away with no mini camps, no OTAs?
Well, I think it's twofold, John. I think for the veterans, it's mostly physical. The guys that have been here, because the coordinators haven't changed, they know the offense, they know the defense, but you don't really know what kind of shape they're in physically because they have not been here. I think for the younger players, the newcomers, it's more mental. They have to learn the offense and the defense. They've got to learn the calls. So I think it's depending on where you are, how long you've been here. So, but you put it all together, it's a huge challenge for everybody, really.
And one of the new guys is center David Boss. He comes over from the San Francisco 49ers. He met the media today for the first time, and he talked about the challenges of replacing two guys that were here for a long time, Richie Seibert and Shaun O'Hara.
Shaun and Rich had been here for a long time, and I know it's a sudden change, but I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get to know the guys and to work with them and just go out there and play football and win a championship.
It's really different, Mike. There's no Shaun, no Richie. And for a guy like Boss who has to get used to this, he can't even practice till August 4th because of the CBA.
Yeah, it's very strange. They have to wait till the start of the new league year to get on the field, which gives you some very odd situations like Brandon Jacobs, who could have been on the field, redid his contract. Now, because he redid his contract, he can't practice until August 4th, which is next Thursday. So it's obviously going to put these guys behind. Jacobs not so much because he's been here, but a guy like David Boss, you always talk about chemistry on the offensive line. Your starting center is not going to be in there until the 5th, 6th day of practice.
And we have had some movement on the offensive line as we stand right now. It looks like William Beatty will get every chance to play left tackle. David Deal will move inside the left guard. William Beatty spoke about how impressive and how happy he was that Tom Coughlin is giving him the responsibility at left tackle.
During this offseason, we really didn't know what was going on. We had the media speculating a lot, but you really don't know until the coach tells you. So coming in here, knowing that I got that starting left tackle and it's mine to do with it as I will is a good feeling.
And now Beatty had a chance last year, Mike, to win this job at left tackle too. He couldn't beat out David Deal. He got injured. He would miss the first part of the year. What does he need to show the coaching staff to stay at left tackle game one regular season?
Well, some consistency. He's done very well in spurts. When he was drafted in 2009, he was projected as the left tackle of the future. This is his chance. William Beatty, to me, is certainly the question mark on the offensive line. Kareem McKenzie and Chris Snee are not moving. David Boss is a veteran. David Deal has played left guard before. It's all up to Will Beatty now to win that spot and solidify that line.
And finally, Mike, the other big topic of news today was Plaxico Burress. He was here yesterday and met with head coach Tom Coughlin, Jerry Reese, John Mara. What's the word on that? What do you hear?
Well, Tom Coughlin didn't want to reveal too much about his conversation.
Big surprise.
It was a big surprise. He did say he was happy to meet with Plaxico, and he promised Plaxico that he would keep it confidential. What the next step is, it's hard to say right now. There apparently is some interest on the Giants' part. Plaxico is doing some tour of teams. Whether there'll be a reunion of the two sides, we'll have to find out.
Mike, thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
And of course, you can go to Giants.com, find the full versions of all these players and coaches that spoke to the media. Make sure you check it out. And of course, follow the Giants on Twitter @Giants and on Facebook at facebook.com/New York Giants. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow right here on the Training Camp Report, only on Giants.com.